Hey Aries, it's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you your January 2020 general reading. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year's to you. I hope all is well with you guys. I hope you are enjoying some of the benefits of Capricorn season. And this reading is going to be, it doesn't matter where Aries is in your chart, okay? It may resonate some, it may not resonate at all. If it doesn't, look below. There's a link down below called horoscope.co. Type in your birth date, read all the information about, the person born on your day and everything about you. And then at the very bottom of the page, you're going to look at your placements. So you're going to look for your moon sign. If this video doesn't resonate, check out the sign for your moon. If you're looking for love, then you want to look for your Venus sign. All right, so look for the video for Venus, whatever your position of Venus is. If you're looking at your partner, right, and their love life and what's going on with them, you're going to look at their Mars, okay? Because Mars is what you're attracted to, what turns you on, what interests you. And then your Venus is how you love. So, fellas, if you want to look for your exes or your new girl, you want to find out what her Venus sign is. That way you'll know how she loves. So if it's in Gemini, then you will look at the characteristics of Geminis, very smart, intelligent. They get bored very quickly, so you got to keep them on their toes, that type of thing. So that's how you want to look at for your partner, for your ex, or for someone you're crushing on, okay? All right, so let's get to the reading. Enough of all of that. I could do a video on that type of stuff. But this is for you, Aries. This is for the new year, January 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed the holiday season and celebrate it. Let's see what we got. If you want something personal, my information's in the box below. And thank you all for your love and support. Thank you, thank you. All right. There is going to be an extended to this video, okay? The link is going to be below. You can go to Patreon. It's $1 to join. You get to see all of the signs extended reading for the month. All right? And you get to see all of the silent enemy extended readings for the month. All right? $1 a month. So go ahead, check it out. That way you can keep abreast of what's going on with everybody around you, everybody in your life. Aries, what we got going on for you? January. It's crazy to think that it's 2020, right? But I know you already got some plans in place, Aries. You're already ready to make moves if you ain't already started. So let's see what we got for you. We got the Ten of Cups in reverse, okay? This is Piscean energy. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is Leo energy. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is Taurus energy. All right. So what I'm seeing here is you're no longer fighting for a situation here. Some of you are getting divorced or got divorced. And my condolences out to you, because a divorce is a loss. I know when I was divorced, it felt like somebody died. So, all that other stuff that go on, people don't really, talk about that. But I'm sorry for those who are experiencing that, that pain. Some people, they get divorced, it was nothing. They just signed the papers, it was a wrap. But this is for those who are going through it. All right, but at any rate, that's where my apology is for, those who are going through it. If you happy, then I'm happy for you. Shit. But yeah, but this is somebody who's not fighting anymore. All right. Ten of Cups in reverse, difficulties in the relationship. You guys are not on the same page. Seven of Wands in reverse. You're not fighting for this anymore. You're done. You're done defending yourself. You're done defending the relationship. You're done trying to make it work. It's just like, what's going on? For some of you, you got other options, okay? And so as a result, some of you might have been cheating on your partner. Your partner is cheating on you, one or the other. Take it how it resonates. This could be people who are watching for Aries, okay? Doesn't have to necessarily be Aries. But this is what I'm seeing. So let's take a look. Current energies right now. Ace of Wands in reverse. All right, this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. The Ace of Wands in reverse could represent rejection, someone being rejected. Okay. With this Ten of Cups in reverse and this Hierophant in reverse, this is definitely telling me that a relationship has lost its passion. you know. This could also represent just a sexual energy, okay? It could be that, somebody has met someone new, okay? They're separating for sure. I do show some separating or just some fighting, but it could have been because they were messing with someone, okay? Like I said, someone messing around. Let's see. The energies that are positively or negatively affecting the fact that this is going on is the King of Wands. So somebody's tired. Either the person who's cheating is tired and getting worn out from trying to go back and forth, trying to deal with too much. Could be dealing with too much energy from these people. Could have some firecrackers on your hands and you can't handle them. On the flip side, this could represent you who is being cheated on. You had enough. You got enough of the bullshit. It's been going on too long. Long enough, right? So that's what I'm getting with that King of Wands. So that's a completion here, though. That means that things are coming to a head, okay? This is going to be it. It's a completion. It's over. All right? So for some of you, again, this could be your relationship, your marriage, okay? But this is finality here. This is somebody telling me they're at their wits' end with their relationship, okay? This could be just regular couples, not regular couples, but, people who are not married. It could be that too, all right? Doesn't matter. But your relationship is coming to an end. Now, where your head is at with things right now, Two of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me instinctively that you don't see any other option. Whatever decision it is that you have to make. Whether it's you, the person who's being cheated on, and you are at your wit's end, okay? Because your person is messing around, and now you want a divorce, okay? That's what it's telling me. It's telling me that if you were the one cheating, maybe you wanted to work things out, maybe you wanted to apologize, maybe you wanted to work things out, but your partner's like, it's too late. It's too late. I'm done fighting. It's a wrap. That's for some of you. Maybe some of you will work it out, but we'll see. But right now, I'm showing that whoever's this is for, your person, either you or your person, they feel like there's nothing else I can do. I'm done fighting. All right, now. In the past, things were beautiful between you two. All right, this is why I know you were married. We got Empress energy here and Hierophant energy here. Yes, some of you. All right. So I could be talking to a lot of the Taurus men here for a moment. This was a woman that you saw fertility with. You saw growth with. You wanted to have kids with her. You wanted to have a family with her, which is why you married her. For some of you, if this is you, the feminine energy, this is somebody you wanted to have babies with, somebody you wanted to settle down and make a family with. That's how it was. So that's why a lot of you, we got the Ten of Cups in reverse here and the Hierophant. Look at this in the upright. All right, this is a perfect situation here. Two people in love with Ten of Cups, with the Hierophant wanting to be married. So that's what it was for some of you. Now, in the recent past, King of Coins in reverse. I'm getting single father. Doesn't necessarily have to be single father. Could be single mother. But she's taking on she's exerting more of her masculine energy because she may have to be the provider. Okay. This is also someone who maybe doesn't have a plan. They didn't expect all of this, to go as far as it did. The cheating that they were doing. They didn't think that it would go this far where it would go to court and, people are getting divorced and, now we're trying to figure out paternity and not paternity, but we're trying to figure out, child support payments and we're trying to figure out who's going to move where and we got a lot of businesses or we got assets together. How the hell are we going to pay for this lawyer? Like, who's paying for this? Like, my money is being tapped into. Your money is being tapped into. You know, some people are just like, wow, so they're not prepared for the financial craziness that comes with getting a divorce. Okay? So that could be what's going on for some of you right now. Some of you just don't have a plan. You may not have a place to stay. You might have recently moved out, had to stay with someone because your money is not right. Maybe some of you are having problems at the job because this has been affecting your work. And maybe you're not been able to do overtime because you just be too stressed out. Maybe there's some financial issues here and you have to pay out. Okay? Child support, alimony, what have you. Or maybe you didn't receive as much as you wanted to on the other end. Maybe a decision was made and it wasn't, enough for you to pay your bills. But let's take a look at the future. What's the future going to be like? We got the Magician in reverse here. This is Mercury energy. This is telling me that maybe you're feeling as if, what am I going to do? Am I going to be able to afford a place and pay, child support as well? Like, how am I going to work this out? That's what I'm getting with this. Because with the Magician, you're missing something. You're missing one of the elements. And I'm thinking in this situation, because we got the King of Coins in reverse here already, that, there's a financial situation going on here. Also with the Empress, as in the past, because you guys were not just fertile and having children, but you guys were able to provide for them together. You had combined income. So some of you, could have been well off and comfortable while you were together financially. But maybe that's your concern. Maybe you're afraid how this is going to work out. Like I said, now you got to pay child support. Now you got to find a place to stay. No telling what else kind of costs going to come out of this. Divorces can be very messy. Even if you're not divorced and you just, even if you're not married and you're separating and you have property together, that could be a headache too because you're not married. So I'm thinking that somebody's afraid that they're not going to have what they need. They're not going to be able to get what they need or provide what they need without assistance. This could be the person who has the kids, like, okay, I didn't get enough. I don't make enough. How am I going to make this work out? Could be that. Now, in your fears, you have the Emperor. So you know what? You two were definitely soul. So a lot of you were soul. I won't say soulmates because you were connected. So you were a soulmate, but this wasn't a karmic. Okay. You guys were evenly yoked. This was one of the good soulmates. This wasn't a karmic. I think some of you. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that I don't think it's a karmic because we haven't pulled all the cards yet. But just to have the Emperor and the Empress here, this is telling me at least financially wise, some of you are, doing really well. Some of you are business owners. Some of you own businesses together. That's a beautiful thing. But, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So I feel for you, especially if this is something you don't want to go through. Now, in how your partner sees you or how other people who see what's going on around you see you, the Nine of Wands. This is you doing everything you possibly can, right? To keep your composure, for depending on what side of the fence you're on, because of the fact that everything that's going on right now, having to go back out and work, keep your composure while you're going through everything, keep people out your business, so people see you as just doing whatever it is you got to do. They see you trying to work things out. So maybe, this was the person who was being cheated on. Maybe people saw you, as just like this other person saw you, because this is how they treated you at that point. Like you were the Empress. And you did everything you possibly could to, to please this person. And maybe what you were doing just didn't work out. So maybe people saw that. Maybe some people saw that your partner might have been cheating. That could be the case. That could be how people are seeing you. And if this is the guy, maybe your girl was the one cheating and people saw you as the one who was doing whatever you could to salvage the relationship. You know, maybe she was the one who was got you in financial rut now. You know, maybe there's an issue with money. Maybe the issues with this relationship are not just about the cheating. It could be about the money. Maybe the passion died because it was about money. You know, we do have two very well off people, partnerships. Okay? Now let's take a look at your hopes. Two of Swords in reverse. In your hopes, you want to make a decision. You're tied. Your hands are tied. That's how you literally feel. Well, with the Two of Swords in reverse, you've made a decision. In the upright, your hands were tied. You were trying to figure out the best way. You knew you had to make a decision, but you were trying to figure out what your options were. This is where you make a decision. So you're hoping in your hopes that a decision is made. For some of you, you're hoping, you may be in court right now waiting on a decision. Maybe you're hoping a decision is made and it's made in your favor, especially if this is something that involves finances. You know, maybe you just are stressed out. You know, this could be a long process as well with how people see you. You know, this could be something that's going on for a long time as far as the actual divorce proceedings. You know, the more assets you have, the longer it takes, the more money it costs. So people could just see, you know, that you guys are just going through it right now, family and friends. But yeah, and in your hopes, you're hoping a decision is made as soon as possible so that you could get on with your life. You know? The outcome here, 8 of Coins. So this could represent some of you working it out. Okay? I'm trying to see if I see something that says, you know, that it's a finale here, that it's totally done except for the Hierophant in reverse. But this could just represent someone filing papers. Doesn't mean that, you know, for some of you, it doesn't mean it got to that point. For some of you did, and you're waiting on a decision. And in the meantime, you're trying to get this money up because you realize that, you know, it's going to cost you more than you thought. Or it could be on the flip side of things, you know, you're waiting on the decision because you realize you may not get as much as you need or as much as you ask for, you know, especially if you're the one who's going to be taking care of the kids, you know, providing for them. You're the primary, not necessarily you're the only one, but they're going to be living with you. Let's put it that way. So you're trying to figure out what's going on. You could be paying attention to the details of the contract, you know, the details of the divorce proceedings, you know, looking at what percentage of what is what, especially if you have assets and you have, businesses that you have together. Like, you know, you have to take a look at this stuff, you know. You got to look at the contracts. You have lawyers to look over the contracts, lawyers to draw up amendments to the contracts, you know, drawing up whatever other documents you need, any type of changes, you know, getting proof, going back and forth between both of you. Like, that's a long, drawn out process. And people don't realize, oh, well, if I don't agree with this, then the other person doesn't, then the lawyer's still got to get paid. So you're just prolonging things, you know. So you're thinking about these costs. All right, or you know, working on some other contracts or, you know, some other things, looking at your assets, trying to figure out, you know, what you're going to do financially, how you're going to get things together. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Patreon to see the extended. Look, like I said, I don't know if I told you in the beginning, but it's only $1 to join, $1 a month. And not only do you get to see your readings extended, you get to see every other signs. Okay? So, yeah, I got a lot of Taurus energy here in this reading. So some of you, I will only say this, because there's a lot of Taurus energy. There's a lot of, I would say, stubbornness. There's a lot of, on a negative side of things, there's a lot of stubbornness. There's a lot of, not wanting to compromise. There's a lot of wanting to be in control. Okay? But, it's interesting because it's not in a negative sense, But it's just that each person is very business minded in the way that they are dealing with this. They know what is here. They know what has to be looked at, which is why they're not in reverse. They're not being downright nasty to each other, right? With the Emperor and the Empress. Because if that was the case, they would be, upside down, or one would be upside down. So they're being really respectful of each other. For some of you, in reference to how you're handling this, and you're just hoping that the other person stays. Some of you have a good relationship. That there's nothing here anymore. So some of you are okay with that, and now it's just on to handling the business aspect of things. I don't have a whole. For some of you, this is someone who doesn't want this. So they could be working to get the relationship back together. Like I said, the only thing we have here really is the Hierophant in reverse. This could represent someone being cheating. This could also represent the thrill is gone. So for some of you, it could just very well be the thrill is gone. But we'll find that out when we clarify and extend it. We're going to find out if that was the case. Is this just because the thrill is gone, or is this because there's someone else? Is there someone else asking for money? Is there another person involved? What's going on in the mind of both parties here, once all of this information is revealed. So that's what we're going to talking about in extended. Now, before I go to the extended, I'm going to pull some oracle cards, and I want the people who are not going to be able to go into extended to be able to check a look at this. So this one, we're going to do this before we go to the extended. So let's see what advice Spirit has for you guys here. This is for my Aries massive. All right, this is January 2019. Aries. So you guys are taking on the Aries energy of the Emperor, Empress, okay? And that's just being spontaneous, being active, ambitious, assertive about it. You guys could be being a little bit competitive, which is why it may be taking a little while for things, let's see. Appreciation. Number 15. Let's see what that is all about. Okay, so appreciation. Number 15. Oh, what's the number 15? It's the devil. Oh, God. Let's see what this says. Doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It could just be talking about desire too, okay? With the Ace of Wands in reverse. So the card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of a single blossom. Yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. She can be focusing on these, worried that she might get caught up in the prickly branches of the difficulty. Instead, she's pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and on the tiny buds awaiting to open up. This card upright is telling you that you have much to be grateful for. And like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there is more to come that you can't see yet. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. The decisions shift your conscious from lack to value, and it's guaranteed to bring more worth and richness of life to you. All right, so that's interesting. So, yeah, this is just saying, you know what, even in the midst of all the bullshit that's going on, all the frustration, stop and take some time to enjoy life, appreciate the beautiful things in life. You definitely don't have a problem with appreciating the beautiful things in life. But it's good every once in a while for all of us to stop, especially when we're in the midst of a trying situation like this, and take the opportunity to just breathe a bit, exhale, try to have a little fun, laugh a little. Easier said than done, right? But that's Spirit's advice. So, you're free to take it, you're free to try it, what do you got to lose, right? So let's see what else we got for you. What we got for my Aries? Alright, so I have Dragonfly Spirit. It says truth transcends illusion. Number 22, that's really interesting. You don't break down the master numbers. They're the double digits. So you do want to look at angel number 22, see how that correlates with the reading, especially if you're resonating with this. It says, Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. All right, so let's see what Spirit's message is in reference to that. And let's see. Okay, Dragonfly Spirit. So, Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as a dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, Dragonfly Spirit appears to tell you, pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, pecking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, for higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fear dissipates as you realize you are embraced by a nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Alighting when you are preoccupied, Dragonfly Spirit offers this message. You exist in unity with all, including the protective spirit who shares their wisdom, and you're being nudged along. I'm sorry, forgive me, the letters are so small. Y'all know I can't read. But at any rate, so it says, and you are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel to have experiences it craves. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't realize a particular form. Pay attention to the signs now. They remind you that each of us has inspired dreams seamlessly sewn into the fabric of the invisible world, and there is a great consciousness that exists in the seemingly empty spaces, guiding us on our journey. Open to the truth, letting the wisdom of the hidden realms inform you, providing insights your conscious mind overlooks. But I was like super deep, okay? Wow. So, this is a message that I think Spirit is trying to inform you that there are things that come to you that you may not understand why they're coming to you in that manner. It's also saying here that sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. So pay attention to signs that remind you that each of us has inspired dreams seamlessly sewn in the fabric of the invisible world. So this is telling me that, a lot of times we overlook things because it doesn't come in a manner in which we're used to. Okay? Something could be unique to you or different to you or non-traditional to you, or just something that you may not be interested in, but it might be something that you might want to pay attention to. Now this says, did you really think that the world of the senses is all there? Wait a minute, hold on. Did you really think that this world of senses is all there is? Okay, yeah, so this is telling you pay attention to your instincts, not what you just seeing, but what you feel. So how from the hidden mystical realms, signs are being sent to you, but perhaps you have perceived separation and convinced yourself that you are on your own. Have you fallen into spirit amnesia and forgotten your connection to a living, loving, and always supportive universe? If so, rub the sleep out of your eyes, for Dragon Spirit is here to remind you of all the love and support available to you in every moment. There is an organizing principle underlying the events you have experienced, and Dragonfly can help you see it and trust that Spirit has your back. Let go of the illusions and chaos and randomness. Love is here, so follow the signs that appear serendipitously. As you pay attention to the magic all around, you will know that you were on the right track. So yeah, this is all about paying attention to your instincts and what your gut is telling you right now. You're going through a situation that heightens your senses and your intuitions. So Spirit is just saying with either message that it's just very important that you pay attention to what you're experiencing and what you're feeling, and don't always look at what you see. Some of you, this could be a message in reference to physical beauty. Everything is not always what you think that it is. And then once you see the reality of it, sometimes it might be too late. But you know, this could also represent just accepting the reality of things, period. You know, maybe we turn a blind eye to things that we see but your feelings are going to tell you even if you turn that blind eye. But all right, so I'm not going to talk your head off, but I just wanted to give you that message. That was what I was feeling. So I put that out there. I hope it resonates with some of you. I'm going to go to the extended now. So if you're going to join us, please come over. It's at Patreon. The link's below. It's only $1 for the month. And not only do you get to see your extended, you get to see all the other 11 signs, their extended videos. And you're also going to be able to see all of the extended silent enemy reading videos as well. All right. So I'll catch you over there. For those who can't make it, I'll catch you next month. Peace out.